we dive into today's video, I want to know what you guys thought of Dave Castro's latest post talking about taking all of us individual athletes for a wild ride out at Aromas for the CrossFit Games this year. It's going to be like something we haven't seen before. So tell me your thoughts, and make sure if you also like this content, go ahead and hit the like button for me. All right, let's get to it. Welcome to today's video. So we are starting our second session and we're just continuing to train for the games. Pat got to hit the morning session with me today, but this afternoon he's gonna play more of the coach role, kind of work on my pacings, help me with a higher skill movement that I've tended to struggle with in the past. So on the agenda, I just finished up warming up. Don't skip your warm-ups, they're important. But I've got a deadlift handstand push-up workout, and the way it's gonna work is we're gonna go 3 rounds, deadlift, strict handstand push-up at a larger deficit, and the deadlift's lighter, rest 2 minutes, the deadlift weight's gonna go up, the deficit's gonna come down, the reps are gonna shift a little bit, and then we'll do another set, 3 rounds, so it's 3 rounds, rest 2 minutes, 3 rounds, rest 2 minutes, 3 rounds. So each round the deadlift weight increases, each round the deficit goes down, and the reps kind of shift and change, so it's gonna be a good one today. So today we're gonna do some parallel deficit strict handstand push-ups. This is, for me, typically one of my weaker movements, so just trying to make sure we don't only work on things that I like to do, but we work on things I'm not so good at and that I don't really enjoy. So for these, we just set up our parallettes, which we actually did make ourselves, and then we've got some plates and an ab mat. So when I always measure, I always start at the ab mat, the highest point, and then I measure to the top of the parallette. So the first round is gonna have a 6-inch deficit. The second round we'll actually not take one away, we'll add a plate so it gets smaller. We'll go a 4-inch deficit, and then the final round will have no deficit because the deadlift weight is gonna keep increasing. So if you're ever setting it up and you wonder, just get a tape measure, measure to the top of your parallette, and a good way to do that is just to put plates underneath of your ab mat. You always wanna have a cushion for your head just to protect your spine and just make sure that you don't come down too hard on your head and you've got a little cushioning there. Otherwise you might get a headache and have a stiff neck the next day.
They said, welcome to the mountain. Ooh, yeah. They said, welcome to the... I see loopholes. Grammys, I'ma need 2 of those. Told me pray, need a reload. I should praise God, but I'm too dumb, oh Lord. I got the juice crates on me. I'm just tryna blow up some with the homies. Who with it enough, yo, I'ma need emojis. I can't choose me a guy who holy. All I do, I ain't really wanna fight through. I just wanna throw it on cruise, be alright too. War don't let you hang loose. Can't be rich and die too. What I lose, hanging on what I choose. Can't say can't bite booze. Check my fruit, I ain't really burn on the branch. Must be something at the roots. Tell me what they shouting. I can't hear them shouting. God, I think I'm straying off, cause I can't block them out, yeah. We ain't even started, I forgot what I'm about, yeah.
These were the hardest here, and the deadlifts were the hardest there.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, I thought round 2 would actually be probably my fastest because it was like, deficit for the handstand wasn't that much, and the deadlift was like just a middle weight. But actually, that was the hardest round. I think it's the round before it really creeped up, and I lost my lockout. I think that's, for me, tricep strength always. But just trying to keep, so he would call out sets for me, so making sure I didn't do anything stupid and go to redline, and that helps you learn your body too. So I know my body pretty well, and I knew, or I would want to break earlier too. So like I would be like, oh, I'll do 1 or 2, and he called out 4. It's like, can I really do 4? But he's watching and he can see what it looks like. So sometimes like mentally I doubt myself more. So I think it's good to have somebody watch you and you mark down all my paces, see where you fall off. I know where I fell off, but it's good. I'm a numbers person, so I like to see the numbers, but it was a heavy, high skill workout. And for me, neither of those things are my favorite. So I'm happy to get through it, and I got a lot of good takeaways from it today. All right, so I'm gonna end after heavy deadlifts. I like to make sure I do posterior accessory to kind of flush out my back. So I'm gonna do these 3 rounds. It's 10 single leg box step ups, all on the right, followed by 10 all on the left, banded front rack. So I really like this too because it's gonna be time under tension in my front rack. So there's times that we're in workouts and we have front squats and you're just holding the bar and your legs aren't even tired, but it's your front rack that's going. And sometimes that's how I feel during this movement. My midline and my shoulders almost get as tired as my legs. So it's a really good way, 1, to work on single leg extension. So focusing on only driving hard through the foot that's on the box, making sure that's how we're standing up. We're not pushing off of our back leg too much. So I'll do all 10 on my right, all 10 on my left in that banded front rack. Then I'm moving over to my dumbbells. We put this in our 10 dumbbell movements that you can do at home. one of my all-time favorite exercises that trains the hinge. So I'll just pick my dumbbells up in a farmer hold. If you only have one dumbbell, that's fine. But your foot should be about a foot up, foot and a half off the floor. And from here, we want to make sure our shin is vertical, okay? So if we're too close, our knee's going to be over our ankle or over our toe. We want our knee more over our ankle with a vertical shin. Nice tight midline. And I'm going to hinge back to fire my hamstring and my glute, keeping my hips square to the floor. That's key. Then we focus on extending through that front leg. That's going to really work the hamstring and glute. So 10 on the left, 10 on the right, followed by a supine GHD hold. So I just focus on driving my feet back towards the wall and then thinking about hollow body position. And I don't want to hold my breath throughout this entire movement because we're not holding our breath when we're working out. So learning to control your breath and learning to hold by squeezing your quads and squeezing your midline. You probably saw me move my arms. Eventually I'd like to get to the point where I can keep my hands behind my head, but for right now I feel like I'm not quite there yet. So I work with my hands by my side, not touching my legs, not touching the GHD, just mimicking the hollow body position that we would be at on the floor. 3 rounds, not for time, smooth, steady pace, just focusing on working the right muscle groups.
Just look what passion and devotion done. I am the victor, the conqueror, I'm the chosen one. Came to deliver and dominate every moment one. Me lose, you have a better chance seeing the frozen sun. I'm close to none, went for pleasure, got no pressure. Warriors are often measured by their effort. Make beginners out of experts, I'm the best. Y'all breaking rules, I'm breaking records. Winning in the present, plus I'm next up. Didn't believe that I can, win now I'm so certain it's time. Skill and hard work makes up a great. Feel like I'm the perfect design. Everything going so hard in the paint. Feel like I'm in my permanent prime. Top of the top where I'm planning to climb. Consider this moment in time, my time. I go harder in the paint. Give it all before I give up. I was born to be a great. I was made to be a winner. Never fall, I never break. Risk it all, I'm not a quitter. I was born to be a great. I was made to be a winner. Living past the vices, I'm considered as the nicest. Know that greatness has its prices. I was raised on sacrifices. Every minute made for working. It ain't perfect, but it's worth it. Champions are made when they embrace their fate and purpose. Competition slain, bring the bonus pain. Top where I remain on the totem chain. Step inside the game, make a total change. Winning isn't everything, it's the only thing. For the taking, this history in the making. These titles that y'all be claiming, like sweat on faces, I break it. I'm in the league of the favorites, just give me reason to shake it. The difference between our instincts is I'm a beast and your basic, face it all. Leaders never make excuses for mistakes at all. Mama never raised a loser, that mistake is y'all. My opponents came for schooling and I came to ball. The writing's on the wall, I go off. I'm the pupil, now I'm the master. Grew to be stronger, grew to be faster, grew to be what haters never imagined. Look where I'm going, see what I'm after. I'm the creator, I'm a crafter. Learn from the losses, putting the stats. I wrote it in victory, but I'm not gassed. I'm taking it to a place I can imagine. Go harder in the paint. Give it all before I give up. I was born to be a great. I was made to be a winner. Never fall, I never break. Risk it all, I'm not a quitter. I was born to be a great. I was made to be a winner. I've been on my grind, now I'm on one. Ay. I'm a winner, I was born one. Putting all my time till the war's won. Ay. I'm a winner, I was born one. I've been on my grind, now I'm on one. Ay. I'm a winner, I was born one. Putting all my time till the war's won. Ay. I'm a winner, I was born one. I'm a winner, 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 I was born one. Go harder in the paint. Give it all before I give up. I was born to be a great. I was made to be a winner. Never fall, I never break. Risk it all, I'm not a quitter. I was born to be a great.
Today's workout for me was challenging, and I think it's important to remember that you should do challenging workouts. We can't always do the stuff that we really enjoy, but it's just how we learn and how we progress, and to not get down if you don't feel like maybe you did as well as you'd hope to do, and just look at it as another learning experience. So I know for me, some of the sets I had to go into singles and I really didn't want to, but it just you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. That accessory work, some of my favorite stuff. Make sure to just keep working your single leg. Make sure to work your midline in lots of different ways. And yeah, just keep having fun with your training. We are getting ready to gear up for the Rogue Invitational, which is June 13th and 14th. We're anxiously and eagerly waiting to hear more about that. And then we're also gearing up for the CrossFit Games. I know Dave just put out a pretty gnarly video, which has me excited. Like, I don't even know why, but just knowing that he wants to kill us and make it a really cool test in something completely unique that hasn't happened before makes me excited, and it makes me motivated to continue training. So we'll definitely take you guys along with us on that journey. If there's anything else you guys want to see, make sure you comment below. If you like the video, please hit the like button, and I look forward to seeing you guys and bringing you guys some more awesome content. I hope you have a great day.